Do you understand what makes up good governance? It's not as hard as it sounds or as boring as you might think. Let's take a look. Hi, I'm Donna from Culturally Directed Care Solutions, where we give you the knowledge and tools to help you provide quality care with confidence. If you're new here, consider subscribing so you can keep up to date with the latest in aged care reforms and practices. Now, often when I mention the word governance to people, I see their eyes glaze over and I can almost see that little thought bubble appearing above them, shouting, "Oh no, not that boring topic." But trust me, it's actually kind of interesting, and really it's so important to get this right because it impacts on all the other areas of your organisation. And it's no accident that Standard 8 links to all the other standards. It's foundational and supports the heart of having the consumer at the centre and being treated with dignity and respect. Now, the word governance comes from a Greek word meaning to steer. If we think of steering a ship or some other kind of vehicle, we're usually guiding it towards a specific destination. We often have a planned route that's been mapped out, and we may need to avoid obstacles or take detours or change our tack due to things outside of our control. So governance is how the organisation is steered or managed effectively and strategically so that it is well run and it meets its objectives. So what are the key things that need to be in place for a well-run organisation? Well, you probably already know that a lot of work goes into developing and running a successful business of any sort. There is obviously a need to find the right people, those with the right skills and abilities. You'll also want to have safe working and operating practices in place. You'll need to have a well thought out program with rules that everyone involved knows about and can follow. And you want someone to provide clear direction for the business so that there's an overall strategic direction in the aged care setting. And this often means a governing body who are responsible for the strategic direction and for input on key policies and delivering the care and services that meet the aged care standards. A good board is also an informed board. Good decision making and organisation leadership requires transparency, effective communication and clarity in purpose. Where there is good corporate culture and leadership, consumers, staff and other stakeholders have greater confidence that the business is well run. As the consumer outcome for Standard 8 states, I am confident that the organisation is well run. I can partner in improving the delivery of care and services. But what does partner mean in this context? If our clients and their carers feel they are a partner in their care and they are confident in the operation of the service and can contribute to suggestions for improvements, they become players in the success of the organisation too. Standard 8 describes an expectation that consumers will be listened to and engaged in service development relevant to them and their care. If your clients feel a sense of ownership over the outcomes and services they receive, why would they want to go anywhere else? After all, you need to have clients to have a business. Even if you're an organisation that is a not-for-profit, you don't want to be making a loss either. Good governance is also about promoting a culture of safe, inclusive and quality care. We want to ensure that our services are culturally and emotionally safe for both clients and our staff. Management tools like the Aged Care Diversity Framework and your own cultural safety plans can also help guide how your organisation delivers services that are culturally safe. Good governance is also about effective systems. Now, systems are there to help us manage and operate effectively. In your organisation, like any business, you need systems to help you effectively manage the day-to-day operations. Systems are what help us know what to do, when to do it and how to do it. For example, management of information is really important. We need to know what information to keep. We need to be able to access it effectively when we need it. We need to know how to keep it safe and what to do with it once we no longer need that information. Good governance also means communicating information effectively. For example, client handbooks. They need to be written in plain English or the target group's language if that's appropriate. Good governance is also about continually looking for ways to make things better. This is called continuous improvement. And change is sometimes necessary in order to improve something too. Times change, and as years go by, new technology, new strategies, new generations of people that you're supporting, this means we have to continually improve to meet expectations and the standards. Fostering an environment where continuous improvement is expected is another key aspect. Financial management is a huge part of ensuring an effective business. Financial practices should be solid, transparent and effective. Having the right people in that job is critical. And access external support where you need it. You need to have people with relevant skills and knowledge. Well run also implies that the organisation does financial planning and makes adequate provision for maintaining a safe and quality service. Good financial management and reporting systems also gives the governing body and the management team clarity on organisation and service viability and assurance that programs are compliant. And of course, you won't have a high-performing and functional service without the right staff. Staff are at the coalface of the service delivery. They have to be informed, engaged, well supported and know how to do their job properly. They need to be skilled and savvy. They need to look, notice and think. You want to make sure that regulatory compliance is covered as well. So in a nutshell, that's making sure that the systems and processes are in place to make sure that things are properly done and that you're complying with all the relevant legislation. And where clinical care is provided, you have to have a clinical governance framework. And don't forget that when something goes wrong, good governance includes open discussion with the consumer and other support people that are involved, and an explanation of what happened, what action will be taken to manage the situation, and what will be changed to prevent it from happening again. This is open disclosure. So if you and your governing body are driving and monitoring improvements to make sure that services and supports provided to your clients are the best they can be, if the organisation is well run and able to deliver safe, quality and effective services, then you will truly be providing a great service, and this is where your clients and staff will want to be. If you want more information about this standard and other helpful resources, click on the link in the description box below, which will take you to the CDCS Community Hub. If you found this series helpful, consider sharing it with others who would also benefit, and we'll see you in the next video.